Buongiorno everyone. Welcome to SFM International, where we will be enjoying the tale of the motorsports figure. Make sure your engines are as powerful as Mount Vesuvius as we go on this amazing ride.
Hey everybody, this is Doug.
Watch and listen to the story. Do not allow interruptions as we want to soak it all in.
As I was saying,
Remember that our guests have the ability to win as they have the power within.
Okay, well, hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports International, and I cannot wait to introduce our next guest. Drivers, start your engines. Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports International, and today we have RJ Lopez from the Trans Am series with us. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on. How are you doing?
Doing fabulous. Where are you at the moment?
I live in Dominican Republic, so I'm home. Just got home from work, and down here in DR, I just moved to a new apartment, and I don't have my air conditioner figured out just yet. So you might see a couple beads of sweat coming down in a little while.
I'm sure you had a lot more sweat, though, when you were behind the wheel of a race car.
Yeah, that sweat was definitely welcome. This one, not as much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Tropical island, you know?
That's right. I've gotten used to it by now, though.
Yeah. So I start these with a question, which is, where are you originally from and what got you into racing?
Okay. No, I'm originally from right here, Dominican Republic, and I lived here till I was 2 years old or 3 years old, and moved to the States. So I grew up my whole life in the U.S. And I got into racing through my dad. My dad started racing here in DR when he was about 18. He's one of the actual, you would say, pioneers of racing down here. And he raced, pretty much all his life since he was about 18, 20 years old. He actually built the local track we have here. And then he raced in the States as well. And he did a lot of GT1 racing at the club level. And that's how I got into racing. My first car was actually basically a Trans Am. I learned how to drive a stick shift in his Trans Am car because that's what he had, and that's what I drove.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So did you hear about Trans Am around the time that it sort of stopped after some years and then got started again?
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta say, I was a lifelong Trans Am fan since I was a kid. And that's my dad being a GT1 driver. That's what we were into. That was basically my dream car. IndyCar was a little out of reach. So definitely Trans Am car was my dream car, and it was awesome watching even guys I got to compete against, like Tony Ave, which is a quick little fact. Tony Ave put it on pole in the first ever race at my dad's track down here in Dominican Republic. So yeah, and then when I started racing and I did some club racing in like 2008 over in the States. And then the series, after it had gone away and it came back in 2009, is when I started racing. I raced the first ever race. I was going to win that race, actually. I was leading with 3 laps to go when the engine blew. My first ever pro race, my first time at Road Atlanta, and Trans Am's first race back. I cried a lot that day, I'll be honest with you.
Wow! Fast was that, huh? Very fast indeed. Thanks to Douglas Kenny, we have witnessed the highest speed story of a racing figure. Congrats to our guest on his achievement, and stay tuned to next week. Enjoy tonight's dessert, Bella, on the island of Sicily.